We're already jumping right into the action. A showers push.
And speaking of sides, NRG have left ardiis completely alone on this side, which means he has to use these slows and this wall perfectly to staunch this aggression. The double satchel just went through. They're actually pushing through the showers TP.
Off of the Trailblazer.
Oh no!
The spike is stuck in showers right now. He's got so much work he's gonna have to do just to try to survive, just to get the package to the destination, and he cannot.
That nade. It just sections them off though. Doesn't actually take down Victor.
It's an explosive fight that has ended in a stalemate for just
They're gonna TP on this too. Psalm's going through to reinforce Victor.
But there's no crunch, there's no pinch coming in from the other side either. They can just keep this fight in front of them. A massive two-piece there from Victor with the frenzy.
And this stall has favored NRG so well in the mid round.
Absolutely.
FiNESSE also not taking the TP, opting to go the secret route, going down into market to clear the flanks on the players who are right now still holding that spike in bathroom.
And you see the paranoia out from mazin. He was just up in spawn, making sure that nobody would be pushing in that way.
That threw him for a loop, yeah.
Yeah, FiNESSE with very wise pathing, getting an RP at this point. Robbed of the ace.
So they're going for a huge economic advantage. And this round is definitely tough for them to win, but if they do, oh my goodness.
They're rolling.
That will skyrocket their economy and their bank. Look at this from FiNESSE. He's gotten way forward with the help of Psalm early in the round, but he might get punished. No.
By himself. And it doesn't seem to matter. There's the singers you were just talking about as well. A worthwhile investment.
MW was by himself for a second there, and he does get traded back.
And there's nowhere for mazin to go.
And there, you didn't have the information from mazin. You didn't have the information when MW went all the way up about crashies positions. That's why he's taking that extra space, because he knows he's unknown. And you saw the players from Furia were not disciplined enough to keep their gun out, keep the possibility of somebody being in the space that they didn't clear in Octagon. And this looks like a bonus round conversion. And we spoke about how this is going to skyrocket their bank. Even with Psalm dying, even with ardiis dying, both those players had stingers.
We'll see how much more damage Khalil can do.
Imagine they could pick up another Vandal here on crashies too.
Yeah, that would be huge.
FiNESSE controlling as well. They know where he is, even though that flash doesn't ping. Process of elimination right now for FiNESSE.
10 seconds left.
And you even see the ping on the minimap. Very good understanding of where the remaining member of Furia resides.
They're chasing. And crashies did upgrade his weapon. Right now, you don't even really care too much about one weapon saved.
They've posted him up, and this is also the first time that I can remember. I want to say it's the first time all map that we've seen this wall from FiNESSE that goes through teleporter that also provides some showers control.
Yeah, they oftentimes are switching up how they're playing the Viper wall on that side. MW throwing an 8 to clear that corner, but FiNESSE is able to just sidestep it and get back into it. So you might see something similar if they end up reapproaching Belong, but Victor on this angle too. And I love the use of the op for Victor's raise. When he's 1 point away from that showstopper, he is dynamic with it too. Look at the re-clear. They just got spotted though, and mazin just gets completely deleted by FiNESSE. The Seekers popped as well. Those were consumed last round. They're split right now. Furia are going deep in to take the space.
Hey, he's gotten back sight. The spike is close by, but there it goes. It hits the ground. MW with so much to do by himself. Now the reinforcements arriving for Furia.
I like that idea for an MW, but really splitting up the hit makes it tough for the second player to follow up and do something there.
DG often the spark for Furia. In a position to make a play again. A 1v3 now. Make that a 1v4 as the numbers get considerably worse. And that's why you saw mazin drop the Trailblazer right after that.
I mean, trying to punish the player in the pit before he really gets set up. Does leave you exposed. And every single round, NRG are going for re-exploration of space. Look how ardiis has tucked himself to clear that left side of short before going forward. That's a nice shot from dgzin. ardiis responds. Nobody coming in from bathroom though, and NRG know that.
He's got the showstopper all the way out. ardiis may have a chance at making a play. How does that not kill him? Oh no, 1 HP and he gets the kill.
And the crazy part there, MW just needs to wait for mazin. Just do pressure so that mazin can get the kill. He doesn't need to commit his body. And again, these flanks.
I don't know how he survived that.
They're just winning everything.
Round still up for grabs here. 2 members left for Furia. And that's quickly cut in half. Just Khalil now. This feels like the first time Furia have taken some early space and showers, I guess.
This is impressive from NRG. the way that they're continuing to evolve their A-hold as well. Victor loves to play on top of the boxes, but ardiis as well with his walls, he's constantly getting up top on top of things as well. Which, so if you see Victor somewhere else, you're not going to be as disciplined in clearing top of some of these sight boxes. There we go. Nice double peek from FiNESSE and Som.
Yeah, he had a little help there.
But at least MW is able to come away with a kill.
That still leaves decent numbers. I thought it was QCK who was going to get that spam kill.
That battle is so awkward because that Viper wall changes just depending on
He's dead.
the timing.
ardiis dying there, falling to the orbital strike. The spike threatened, tapped, but not committed yet. As Furia not comfortable with what they see, that's certainly going to help things. But he's expecting more pressure. How much more can Khalil do? I thought he was going to get Victor too. Still an opportunity to right-size this. For now, it's a 2v2. They've invested the Reckoning. You've got the Seekers. Victor up top.
Yep, trapped away.
Did manage to stay alive. Victor with an op is going to have to win this 1v2.
That's really nice stuff from mazin. He's ducking in between those pulses of the Reckoning.
The thing is, they don't have the spike.
It's right next to Victor.
It's the onus on him to go.
He has a satchel too.
10 seconds left.
And a shorty, oh no.
So close. Once again, Victor and ardiis pushing up showers.
They're walking in their own slow and dgzin not able to punish it.
It's a little challenge there. And DG falls.
That's the type of thing right there where you want to see dgzin actually shoulder peeking the slow to punish in the case that I mean, that is something that is easily punishable. I'm not going to call it a mistake, but it's a risk. It's a very calculated risk that NRG goes for because Furia is not taking the confidence peaks.
Furia with a few moments to rethink how they want to approach this round. They scoop up the spike. Now it's going to be 4 towards B. And there are 3 members of NRG here.
I've got your trail.
FiNESSE playing in a ratty little spot right under hookah window. It's going to get spotted by one of the Seekers. Position given away. Utility dancing around him as he repositions. Creeping his way forward. 3 on the other side. The flash chooses not to swing. In fact, takes a little bit of high ground. Waiting for the swing.
30 seconds left.
Do they dare walk into his crosshair? They do. But crashies able to deal it back.
Som's on the TP-less flank, so they don't know it's coming.
He may have a decent spot on this too, given how the pit is landing. He's going to have a great spot on this.
Victor's taking so much pressure.
Planted.
Oh, he's committing. He's fully committing.
remaining.
He's jumping into the pit. It's all on QCK now. Can he win this out in the comfort of his own pit? No, he cannot.
I think that might speak to definitely how the players are feeling right now.
Yeah,
Scared.
I would have to agree.
Scared. Dash active, he might want to go, but no. MW is falling, or mazin is falling away from him. I like these high tides as well that Som is throwing from inside of lamps there. Cutting off the lurk through the orb, as well as cutting off short. It's multiple layers. It's still up on top of truck, so.
And I believe he can peek over his own wall from there.
Yeah.
Which would explain why Victor's been satcheling him up the
You
last
can even
few
peek
rounds.
up on the over top of the Viper wall. Surprised this orb is committed though. It does block Som's position.
30 seconds
That
left.
flashed off, doesn't matter. dgzin as well through bathroom.
MW with the ult, looking for Som.
Connects this
Traded.
time.
Yeah. Now Khalil committing to getting the spike down. FiNESSE waiting for his moment to strike.
Spike planted.
Spots one. Tucks back.
That smoke on heaven is abusable, just like FiNESSE just did. So he just poked, tried to punish, but look at dgzin's position too. He's gonna really have a field day with these guys on pipes. Crashies Victor exposed to him.
Is he on that heady angle?
He
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's
What?
dead.
He
To a
fell
molly.
off. As he was flashed, he dropped down into FiNESSE's molly, and he had no clue that he was in it.
Another flash out, this time from crashies to try to clear out U-Haul. The nade to help just a bit. QCK having to scale forward. While Khalil waiting for the aggression from NRG. That flash is perfect. I mean, he's doing it all on his own.
Player standing.
Victor's just going to hold the defuse, and he's going to be able to take the whole way. Oh my gosh, mazin! Victor with the op again, taking the fight against dgzin and winning it out.
And that molly is supposed to be able to punish a player who's trying to fall away from the pressure, and it's just not there. Because dgzin's way ahead of mazin. Mazin's going back to Trailblazer behind him. And dgzin's not getting active at all in these rounds whatsoever.
Yeah, he's felt like a non-factor. Which is just crazy to say about a player of his caliber.
He's 3-4 in first duel, so he's still going for him.
I guess when you find yourself down this much, it's just kind of easy for everything to be shrouded.
This is Furia's style. dgzin is hungry for those first kills. He's ultra confident in them. But the problem is, they're not winning these 4v5 situations, which they've conditioned themselves to be insanely good at because of how often dgzin is going down.
The Seekers with just over 30 seconds left.
30
FiNESSE
seconds
is
left.
able to hold the line. They find themselves up 5-3 in numbers.
Oh, crashies. It's so nice.
This is why NRG are one of the best teams in the world at Bind, man. It's just little things like that. They put on such a master class. Everything is so well thought out. Everything is so carefully calculated.
Left Mazin early on by himself at B.
Very quickly being joined by comrades, and it's because of the utility that they've dumped in, right? You saw some presence from crashies and ardiis. You had the molly coming through, threatening MW. Or excuse me, Mazin. So he gets a little bit of help. They check in with him. Hey, man, you good? Everything all right? All right. They head back over to A.
Yeah, back to the original idea. They're trying to read NRG, but like Bren said, NRG has such a good read on the game and how Furia want to play.
Mazin should have heard some of this utility at this point.
Yeah, he saw the cascade up through the front of Hookah, so the fact that Furia are not biting at all is so interesting right now.
Does he want to be the boy who cried wolf or something? I don't know, but how long are you going to wait this out?
I mean, this is interesting. FiNESSE is holding the TP, which indicates if things went wrong, they might end up backing off, but nothing went wrong. They get the first pick, they get in the sight, they get the wall off on elbow. ardiis high up on the shed, ult as well from crashies. Remember, they controlled those orbs last round.
How cheeky does Sam get? And again, FiNESSE, who you mentioned was watching the teleporter the entire time, is now going to be at a really nice timing for a flank if it hits.
And not even gonna need it.
Yeah, they very well may not. There it goes. He got his. MW2, and you see it instantly, the satchel, trying to dissuade the pressure.
Yeah, sure, the Dark's coming in. Are they gonna be able to swing? Yes. Very nice counterplay from Fury. Exactly the sort of thing that NRG was working on.
There's still presence. I mean, you've got DG, who's, he's got the op. He's holding down long, but they had two members by Telly, and they never committed.
And the thing is here, even if Victor didn't get those 2 kills, there was no info about this short push coming in from the rest of NRG, so they were gonna get pinched in. They were already stuck because of the molly that FiNESSE threw, and NRG immediately capitalizing on that, continues to back up what Bren was hearing inside of those comms earlier.
Furia find themselves left with scraps in this round, and you wonder here how safe DG wants to be, given that he's holding the op, given that it was such a massive investment when there wasn't much money to go around to begin with. Yeah, they're gonna save this one out.
Match point. And B site was gonna be empty and easy.
QCK spotting down long. Oh, he's about to see a lot too. There are 3 members of NRG that are now scaling that way. Off of the Trailblazer, the molly, intended to just buy a moment of time.
They're heading towards this direction again.
And there's no showers presence this time. FiNESSE isn't staying. I think they really want to commit to be here.
QCK, you're getting real cheeky here. There we go. Another early kill. He's by himself still, though. MW has just arrived.
And now you see FiNESSE, who's starting to fill the space that Victor just left. Waited for the Trailblazer to pass through the teleporter, and now scaling forward.
25 seconds. Here comes the rotate. In for the rest of the Furia players. They're here. They're ready, actually, to fight. They're going to dry walk in, which is crazy at 18 seconds.
Now the wall goes up. The spike goes down. 13 seconds left. There's not a lot of time left to do this thing.
10 seconds left.
Kills going back and forth. Numbers heavily in favor of Furia, and it doesn't look like it's going to be changing anytime soon. They just need to survive. And it seems like for now, the hit from NRG is leaning towards B.
There's no pressure. I mean, think back to how NRG was playing their attack side. Or sorry, their defense side. There's constant pressure down short. They're fast out here, though.
Yeah, they're going really fast.
QCK's been doing a great job on this anchor. That flash went way too deep.
That's 2 there.
He's finding the gaps. Sam is quick through the tube.
dgzin's gonna show up with the Op the Reckoning forward.
In a 3v4.
And you've got Mazin, who's still playing an Octagon. They haven't cleared him out. He could spoil the shot by himself.
Spike planted.
Taking care of Finesse, but the spike does go down. NRG outnumbered
Not girly.
heavily. This would be an outrageous moment for crashies if he pulls this off.
And he's getting kind of punished right now. There's a lot of damage done by that Molly.
Trailblazer pushing him off a little bit more, traded back by Mazin.
Scout destroyed.
And swat done by crashies there to make sure he's the only one that's spotted.
Cascade up as well. Allows dgzin actually to cross back into safety.
I've
It's only
got
2
your
players here.
trail.
These Seekers are going to be really hard. There's going to be maybe a Victor ult as well. Here it comes. dgzin, both these players in trouble.
The Viper wall was so good, and then the ult from Victor drops him.
And FiNESSE is trying to run into this position right now to get an ult off as well.
Meanwhile, MW is satcheling his way. He knows where he is. FiNESSE wins that duel out. The 1v1 goes his way. And again, this very well may be where it ends. Furia with just 3 members left.
Spike
Khalil
planted.
forced to sit on the other side of the wall and wait as things just got worse.
And with this pit, yeah, no chance. Is there really an opportunity here for Furia to get back in?
Crashy's taking a ton of damage here. How much longer can you wait? That hurts. 22 HP. And that might seal it. I mean, surely you don't expect him to be there anymore. Never mind. Yeah, they do.
One enemy remaining.
But it doesn't matter.
Flash.
But we see the walls.
Oh, he's over top.
He's
He's
the walls, but they're too high.
He heard him. He heard the updraft and just spammed. And dgzin's angle completely blocked by that cascade, which is just so long vertically. And NRG have actually gotten the first pick on every single round so far in this game. So despite losing a little bit of a grip on the tail end of that bind, looking very strong here so far in Haven.
See the Viper wall sectioning off one area of the site, the Harbor wall doing a bit of the same, further it, deeper in. Presence in garage, but UCK! Oh my gosh!
Down. C.
What is that? Instead, NRG are pushing towards A, where all of Killjoy's utility is currently set up.
I suggest you move.
This is literally bar for bar Furia's execute right now.
It's interesting too because they only have a turret watching the flank. And there's a big flank coming from Furia. 3 down mid, DG from C.
Cascade as well, perfectly placed for this
You should run.
4-person flank.
Are they gonna try to fight into it? Look at that. FiNESSE and Victor, they're staying in it. They've been able to weather the reckoning, and now they can take the fight straight up. That lockdown is gonna help things for now.
They're just double updrafted to fight long. Didn't
in a
check anybody.
Really good position, and he finds 2. FiNESSE trying to find a bit of the same, but no, it's traded back by Furia.
Time a factor though. They gotta speed up here if you're Furia.
Player standing.
Crashies only able to buy a little bit of time. Canardis holding back on his own. It's gonna be fast, and I don't think
There's
they have
no time.
Yeah, you're right.
Artist will die, but maybe he can take one with him. That's the op.
Can he get it?
Without me.
He's creeping forward. Mazin is weak.
So they don't even need to necessarily even counter NRG. They just need to continue to work on the stuff that they were. Victor is continuously using this orb from FiNESSE to break the util on this B side, and it's not really a factor. And Khalil has actually swapped the alarm bot and the turret's position, so Victor has to expose himself even more when he goes for it.
I mean, he's down to 56 HP off of that exploratory mission to clear some of that utility out. And mind you, sometimes it's been him checking it and clearing it out. Other times we've seen him throw nanos into that common Killjoy utility spot and use it to try to clear some of that out. So they're very much intent on trying to create misdirection through clearing out that utility B. And it just hasn't really netted them much. We haven't seen a late lurk or anything like that through B. Maybe that's where there's room for adaptation.
As soon as the dog comes out, Seekers, while they're executing, they need to deal with those.
It's so chaotic. You've got Seekers, you have walls. It looks like a tic-tac-toe board out there as Kill go 1-for-1. DG still with the op, looking for another target, and that's going to be enough for NRG to flip the snap, but there's just not enough time here.
They activated the orb so they could get up into B. They should have enough time to plant. There's nobody there right now, and there's no
10 seconds
ults to
left.
really punish. They're going to get the plant.
5 seconds, just over 5 seconds. They get the spike down. Now they have the Viper's Pit, and that's going to cause problems, or in theory should cause problems for DG with that op.
You move.
Toxin screen down.
The Reckoning for them to scale forward and to buy some more time. Position given away. No punish yet. Spike ticking as you see more utility used.
And such a great high tide as well. Both inside the pit and both links covered up.
It's a perfect circle. DG with the shorty.
Running out of time again.
Yeah.
They're saving. Look, every single player backing off at the exact same time. Wonderful call out from NRG, and I didn't even notice this.
Vic may be in trouble here. Never mind, it's mazin is in trouble. He does eventually fall. Oh, that's costly. And FiNESSE dies. Everyone went down there. I mean, yeah, you can see it. Waiting to see if anyone dare peek. The false sense of security of the utility that's intended to provide cover. NRG throw the brakes on the round for just a moment. There's no late lurk. There's no flank going on. It's all attention towards A. It's a very similar hit. There are 3 members of Furia here, including DG. ardiis doesn't make his way out. MW the first to fall, but it's traded right back.
Seeing a situation where
still-
dgzin is stuck here and nobody checks him again.
Spike
He's
down.
out. Oh, FiNESSE.
He's out right into FiNESSE.
Dude, if he gets...
He knows.
No,
he knows. Oh,
It looked like he did, but
Yeah.
didn't really believe.
Khalil clearing out every corner. crashies wins that duel out. How? With no timeouts left, mind you, DG once again getting the best of FiNESSE. Poor guy wasn't even jump spotting there. That's just got to be frustrating after a while.
Yeah, for it to be him too every single time. It's like he's targeting him down. Not something that players have really optimized in terms of opping, but it is something that could be on the mind of dgzin.
QCK playing in his pit. Had a big play last time, and it's got all the makings of having another as he's scaling his way forward with the shorty. Looking for another. No, he was stunned up by the Reckoning.
His own reckoning.
And now DG with the op, looking for some room. crashies not able to make enough happen there. See the same setup. Remember, this is where QCK got the ace. Can NRG hold the line the same way?
This wall had such a wrinkle. You have to clear so much to get through this if you want to as defense.
There's just so many little pockets. You have to be so meticulous in everything that you clear, or you just run forward, wait on the other side of the walls, and convert an outrageous bonus. I mean, they've been able to upgrade so many weapons too. This is huge from NRG.
It's the same re-clear that we saw so consistently on Bind too. As soon as that wall drops, as soon as the execute's about to come in from Furia, and again, catching 3 players there with util out. There's nothing you can do. Plus, FiNESSE, you spoke about the pocket in front of default there. That one is nasty good. Again, as that wall falls, you don't expect somebody behind it if you're walking up long.
Right.
And you're looking at it the entire time.
Turret's destroyed.
A few seconds left now as Khalil tries to figure out if he's going to be
10
able to carry this
seconds
weapon
left.
into the next round or not. And it seems like NRG are intent on making sure that it's not the case. They have 3 playing down long. They really only needed 1. ardiis wants to go really fast here, and he's gotten past the nano. The nano's intended to deny ardiis' positioning. And so he does not get away with that.
And it's so fast. From ardiis too under dgzin.
Toxins going up.
And it's dgzin dead again. He was such a factor on Bind.
Toxin screen
On
down.
whether they were actually
Orphan
winning the
ore
round or not,
remaining.
because the 4v5s have just not been there. They haven't been there in the last 2.
One enemy remaining.
And they're not coming even still.
No. I mean, it looks like NRG are just going to run away with this thing. Another situation where, oh, this time Khalil took one with him.
Little movement diff there.
Recalling my boss.
But it's another situation where Furia was, I mean, still like a minute left in the round. Or just in a 1v4 or a 1v3.
That orb might have given up the position of Psalm on short. But Khalil has way too much to deal with right now. It's a 3-point peak.
Start to see some of the mollies come through.
NRG faced this against them when they played them earlier.
How do they react? Oh, the Seeker spotted ardiis. So he's not going to be able to keep up this flank, or at least maybe delays just a little bit longer as he wants to go back into it now. You've got QCK who's waiting for that, looking for the hold as DG scales forward, looking for a second kill, and he's rewarded. Lockdown down.
That was close.
Spike down.
Reckoning in response. They haven't gotten the spike down, Doug. How's this taking so long? FiNESSE is flooding.
It's now 3v2. I thought they had such big numbers and they had so much space.
They've gotten pushed off. Look at crashies running all the way back towards that C site right now. Foot race.
Meanwhile, FiNESSE is so key here. If he can catch the timing and MW rotating away, no, they're going to pass right by each other. And you're right, crashies
down,
ahead
C.
of the play.
Wall just went up by FiNESSE too for that same repeat.
Player standing. 30
But
seconds
not going to help
left.
crashies. Still a 1v2. They've made this really difficult. That pit.
It just got harder, bro.
It did, but planning inside a spawn right now, it's kind of difficult because FiNESSE can come from multiple angles. They have to take
Toxin
control of
screen
spawn.
down.
And potentially use the 2 mollies that he has to clear some of the space in the pit. How does he go about this one?
Poison's off.
And MW's first point of contact too, so it's not even the pit falling after this, if he does get the first kill.
And they're tucked. He's got eyes on the prize.
That's clearance, but
He's
the
cleared.
K is starting to hurt.
He's cleared everything except that pocket, and he uses with the mollies.
And then, oh my God!
That's the pit! That's the pit! It's a draw! And MW wins it out!
After the first duels, by the way. And there it is again, another first duel. He dies though, without even seeing an opponent. It's not really a duel. It's not a fair fight at all. And that stops them. They have to pivot immediately because of dgzin going to dive in on that. They wanted to rush for the first time. They wanted to increase the pace.
ardiis has held along with the op this entire time. He was set up for it. He's been there. Ooh, saw him taking a little bit of spam damage. Oh, he's creeping up. And this is all info that ardiis is able to communicate to his team because that cascade threatened the possibility of somebody funneling behind it. Him getting ahead of it tells him so much.
Well, I think the important thing, if you're Furia there using that Trailblazer and the Cascade, yes, you're trying to deny info from NRG, but you're also trying to determine which space you can actually take.
Yeah.
If you can go for a B hit without a flank coming super fast. It's really important to hold that lobby, otherwise you're getting insta-killed by ardiis on the backside.
Repositioning to take another shot short. Missed the first, missed the second.
30 seconds left.
Does he miss 3 times in a row? He's gonna have a shot, has the blades online, tries to get up high. Tries to find an advantage in positioning. He's going for it. He missed. Oh, the last one counts. Oh boy, you sure did miss a lot there though, didn't he? Either way.
10
kill,
seconds
bro.
left.
Yeah, you got the kill.
He got the kill and stayed with his life too. It's the important part.
Keeps the op. Still healthy. Very well done. Furia, pacey here. They've gone fast. They've already taken C. DG's already up on plat.
This is what they wanted to do last round.
FiNESSE trying to find some cover. Trying to find timing logs. Victor with the spam. But the code protects. And now Amali in his lap takes the fight. Still gets it. 3v3 ardiis rotating over with the spike.
It's the same high tide that you saw on pistol round.
And the spike's still not down. They haven't fully committed. They're backing out.
MW's alone though, can they actually extricate him?
Uncomfortable with what they see, with what they feel on the side. Some back off the flat. It's all on to Khalil. He's gotten it down to 1v1. ardiis weak. Oh, Khalil! Remember, no timeouts here. We're back into the action. We're strapped in, and this roller coaster's not stopping anytime soon. And there it continues. ardiis with an opener onto DG.
dgzin just does not stop trying to up the pace by himself, trying to find early advantages for his team. On this map, Furia has been actually quite good at the 4v5s. It's the reason why they're alive right now.
Flooding them.
Won 4 already on this map.
Which was just so desperately missing on Bind, you're right.
It's a key factor in their success this season. They're the best at this situations.
Here.
But with Sam's ult, and with the fact that they have to, look at ardiis. He
Yeah,
just got
I
a
was
kill
missing
on
long
A.
for
He's all the way down C long right now. And this is not with like a breach or anything that can flash you in or stun you in or anything like that. He's just doing this dry. Ardiis 6-1 on first kills to first deaths. And that's why. He's doing the same thing dgzin wants to do.
Victor in a position to get a multi-kill, only able to get one though. Reckoning invested, and that's going to dissuade for now. It's going to funnel him into where Ardiis is.
That's so nice. Ardiis has full control to play this long C angle. There's no vision blockers here at all.
And it lands, it delivers. He's got a shot for a second. And that one lands too. A 3K on the round for him, and now with 10 seconds left, another clutch situation.
Able to use that for retake. Some with the first kill again, just spamming through the smoke.
And maybe that's why we haven't seen Furia go fast. It's because when they try to do things like that, they just get peppered. Oh!
They're going deep here.
But they've got a Seeker set they're going to have to face.
And this,
And they've got crashies on a flank.
the smoke really stopped them. Spike planted. It's 4A. They have to win this fight in A-Link, but there's 3 players here to respond. Furia, they're all in on it.
Sam, it's on it down to just 2. It's Mazin and Khalil now. They've got them surrounded. A 3v2. Can they convert this numbers disadvantage? I don't think they can. It's all gonna be on to Mazin now. Fighting for life. Fighting for the season, and a molly in his lap is gonna seal the deal. NRG elated that they've placated the fury of the Brazilians.
NRG, move on quickly. Another 2-0.